Hi, in this video on the walking robot Mirft, I continue where I left last time, which is with the reconstruction of the left side hind leg, and that reconstruction I did was adding a hinge. And a problem now is that although it is more rigid, as you can see, there's a gap between the axis and the hinges now, while in the old construction it was firmly attached. So right now, when there are forces on it, it is quite easy that the leg gets detached from the hip. So that is something I first want to do, and after that I'm going to do a floor test. And another thing I want to look into is if the way of the movement, which is now with timing, 4 seconds, can be replaced anyway with the lamps, so that it interrupts a light beam, as I have done with the vertical movement. But first, let's do a reconstruction of the hip. And with a little reconstruction I fix the hip. Let me zoom in a little bit, see, that doesn't work, okay. But right now there's no chance anymore that it can get off the hip. In the meantime, I noticed something else, because in a former attempt to fix the horizontal movement, I constructed this, and I just noticed that this axis is not quite in its place. So you can see this is quite flexible, which it should not be. So I have to find a way to fix this distance, and I think I'll try to fix that right now before going on with different things. These 4 parts I can construct the fixation. So on the right side I put this one in, which gets this equal height. I put this one in, and then it slides nice in. And this is how I fix it. So this should work. And then it's time to see if the leg can be either stay with timing, or that I can use lamps. And there is also a little problem with that, because with the vertical movement, the lamps can go here, but using the horizontal movement, the lamps should get fixed here, and there may be a problem with locating the lamps here, so I have to find a solution for that. So on with that part of thinking, and to determine where the lamps should be, I run the algorithm. So it should be here, and it should be here. And given the fact that I can't put the lamps inside here straight away, because it is a part like this, an L form, I can also not put them right here, because that limits the way here it might collide with the lamp. So I have to find something in here to put it, and that is going to be a challenge. But then what is life without a challenge? And since it proves impossible to put a lamp inside the L-shaped rig, I've put a kind of demo with a lamp here outside, and it is quite easy to see that when the leg goes up right here, a collision cannot be avoided. So with this short experiment, I have to decide to stay with a timed horizontal movement. So be it. It would have been a nice idea to have everything with optics, but that is with the current setup it is not possible. So it is time to do a floor test with timing and optics for vertical movement. And the floor test as a start fails, because with the legs not tied up and down, with which I mean that the legs are not completely down to the rig or up, it tilts completely, and without the supporting poles with wheels here, it would have hit the ground. So let's first put them tight. Let's see if I can do that live. Are things strong enough or not? Ouch! On this side it goes, but how about the other side? The legs go up and down, but then on the other side there's no movement at all. So I think that is a part of the test that fails miserably as well. So when I turn them around, it stands like this. And no, they are not strong enough to put it straight. So I'll first see what I can do. It still works. Unfortunately, the force is not strong enough by far to put one of those legs to use one of those legs to put it straight on, to put it like this. And let me help it for a little bit, see what happens. And as you can see, the right side legs are completely out of order and the left side legs are okay, but they are not at all strong enough. Well, at this moment they are strong enough, but it is tilting. It is tilting. But so far they, with quite a lot of aid, it doesn't even tilt that much. Oops, there goes one supporting wheel. Totally out of balance. Right now it stands, but it won't keep standing, it tilts immediately back to the right. So much for a floor test, very clearly. And well, maybe back to the drawing board, but for now, yeah, I have to rethink and retighten things. But nice ideas, and for short, thanks for watching and to be continued.